revise the last portion of Baptada's Murli of 11th November 1981. Baba has so far emphasized on the importance of bindu, how the soul is bindu. I need to connect to the bindu. Whatever happened in the drama, put a full stop, bindu. Bindu the seed, bindu from where everything starts, from where everything finishes, merges. Bindu, the energy of the soul, Atma, as well as the atomic energy. And Baba says that it's easy to stay in Bindu, and even when whilst going into expansion, when we have stabilized in the stage of the Bindu, then we don't lose the essence. We don't get lost in the storm of the thoughts. And then Baba went on to explain the meaning of the spiritual server, all-round Sevadhari, and how humility is important, contentment is important. So now Bab Dada is speaking to Dadi Nirmal Shanta. Baba says, to be a great soul means to be an embodiment of success. So you are constantly an embodiment of success, are you not? The lighter you remain, the more easily and naturally you accomplish every task. When you carry a heavy burden, then because of that burden, your power to make decisions doesn't work. Therefore, there is a difference in the success you achieve. Before you begin any task, become double light. Let the atmosphere be light. You have to be light, and all your companions have to be light. The work of you lighthouses will then be accomplished. The work of you lighthouses will then be accomplished. When you begin a task, you have the correct aim, but later that aim disappears. The beginning is very powerful, but your percentage reduces a little as you go on. In the beginning, you used to pay a lot of attention to plans. In the same way, pay just as much attention when you become busy in your practical work. When the beginning, middle, and end are equal, there will easily be success. When the beginning, middle, and end are equal, there will easily be success. Acha. This time, make a Shanti Kund, an atmosphere of peace in the fair, through which everyone will feel that in spite of all that noise, they experience peace there. Let their attitude and experience be totally transformed. Then Nadi says Bapdada should come to Calcutta. Definitely, that time will also come. How could it be possible that the father wouldn't come when his children call him? However, just see how he is to come. There has to be something new. Acha. Whatever you create, you will be successful because the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. This Mela is also a place where a vision of the Father is given. His devotees will have a vision, that is darshan, and his children will celebrate a meeting. It is good. This is also a method of serving yourself as well as serving all other souls. When Brahmins become very enthusiastic, all others are served. Therefore, it is service of oneself and service of others. Therefore, it is service of oneself and service of others. Acha. Cha, at the time of taking leave, Baba says all of you have heard a great deal. Is there anything left for you to hear? Just one thing remains. What is that? You have attained whatever you wanted, so what else could there be? Everything is finished. So what else is there? Now, Bab Dada just wants to see one thing. All of you have to become the brides who are fully adorned with all the 16 ornaments. This means all of you have to become 16 celestial degrees complete. Your 16 ornaments are your 16 degrees. Therefore, all of you have to become 16 celestial degrees complete. That is, fully decorated with the 16 ornaments. As yet, some only have 8 degrees, some have 10 degrees, and some 11 degrees. However, all of you have to become 16 celestial degrees complete. Each one of you will be 16 celestial degrees complete according to your own number, will you not? Just as souls of all other religions have their own golden aged stage, so here too, all of you have to have your 16 degrees according to your own capacity, do you not? When you are speaking, doing, and thinking are all equal, you will be complete. When you are speaking, doing, and thinking are all equal, you will be complete. Bhagavad now wants to see everyone in this form. When will this happen? Everyone is making preparations for this. We all think about becoming this. You all have the same desire. So what else remains? When you sit on the stage, what do you say? That all you have to do now is to become complete. Therefore, you all have the same desire. So what else remains? When you become ignorant of all other desires, this desire of yours will be fulfilled. When you become ignorant of all other desires, this desire of yours will be fulfilled. All your other little desires do not allow this one desire to be fulfilled. Acha. So let's take a moment to just absorb Baba's words. Baba says before starting any task to be double light. And so we souls, even whilst performing the task, do not forget the aim with which we began the task. We are all Baba's lighthouses, and there is success merged in everything that we do. And there is success in Baba's service through this method. Baba is seeing all of us souls as complete. 16 celestial degrees complete. We have no desires, and that's why we are able to fulfill the desires of all the souls. And there is a question. The question is, By having the clear recognition of what in your intellect will you become a powerful soul. By having the clear recognition of what in your intellect will you become a powerful soul. The answer is, if you have the clear recognition of time, that is samay, and the self, that is swayam, in your intellect, you will become a powerful soul. Because this time of the confluence is for creating the most elevated fortune. It is only now that the most elevated fortune of all can be created for the whole cycle. It is only at the confluence age that all rights can be received from the Father. So, you are the souls who have all rights. You are elevated souls. You are those who receive an elevated reward. Constantly keep this in your awareness and you will become powerful. Constantly keep this in your awareness and you will become powerful. By becoming powerful, you will become conquerors of Maya. A powerful soul is a destroyer of obstacles. No obstacles can come, even in your thoughts. Master Almighty authorities are constant destroyers of obstacles. Master Almighty authorities are constant destroyers of obstacles. Acha, acha, Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family. Let's again take a moment with Baba. In silence. We souls have the clear recognition of time, that is samay, and the self, that is swayam, in our intellects. And this clear recognition enables us to become powerful. And we become conquerors of Maya, destroyers of obstacles. Baba sees us as Master, Almighty authorities. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Cha. So let us maybe share what we'll take from Baba today.
Om Shanti Saurabh Bhai.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Happy Navaratri. I really missed the last 2 days to ask you some questions as the Murli was being read. What a lovely Murli really started with. I don't remember the song now. I remembered it 2 days back. Bindu se pyar hai, bindu se pyar hai. Such a funny love that we love a dot. I don't think anywhere such mad love would exist. And even there, when Baba had said, and I was out, so I couldn't ask you those questions, where Baba said, "Do you know how to clap as a bindu?" So I remember when the Murli was being read out, I said, "How can bindus clap, Baba?" It was such a Murli. And today, even when Baba was speaking, I think, I don't know if I am wrong, please correct me. It was more, I think, Baba, when he said that you have to all become 16 celestial degrees complete, and all that. It was a paragraph addressing, if I'm not mistaken, Nirmal Shanta Dadi. And maybe so, is it that like Baba was telling all present over there as 16 celestial degrees complete? Because he very specifically even mentions about Shanti Kund, about Calcutta, about, as you said, about the conference age, and that Samay and Swayam. But I just thought like it was fully directed towards Dadi Nirmal Shanta when you spoke of that 18 degrees. I just wanted to throw some light over there, especially when he took leave. If suppose you can just bring back that paragraph. I also
Mm.
wanted to ask you that question, which I have kept in mind for the past 2 days. How do I clap as a bindu? Om Shanti.
Mhm. Yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you. Yeah, I believe at the time of taking leave, Baba was addressing probably the whole gathering, um, and then the Shanti Kund, etc., or the Calcutta. Then at that time, probably Dadi Nirmal Shanta was in front of him. And in terms of, yeah, it was really nice the way Baba said that, in emphasizing the importance of the Bindu and the practical application. Baba said, the Bindu is doing the work. The Bindu is, talking, can you see, even clapping, everything the Bindu is doing. Because, souls must be clapping at that time. And then, Baba might be just, shifting the attention back to the Bindu. And so it just goes to say that how much this subject, even though it is so simple, but this awareness is also very slippery at the same time. Because the moment we come into sound and action in this world, physical world, um, and then our intellects is busy on the field of service or actions, then it takes a lot of attention to still hold on to the essence, the bindu. And one of the examples of that, probably Baba was saying about clapping, but it's really true about everything that we are doing, to really hold on to that awareness as a bindu. It's like once I've stabilized in that consciousness beforehand, it's then that I can easily hold on to that consciousness whilst performing actions. Otherwise, at that time, it's difficult to then create it at that time. But once I have, stabilized in that consciousness of belonging to Baba, the Bindu, and seeing drama from up above, that is, drama looks like a Bindu, and then with that, so the mind is completely clean, clear, and I can be fully present in whatever that I'm doing in this moment in the drama. So this clarity is always there. Otherwise, I just get lost and pulled into the actions. So I guess that's what I took from what Baba shared.
Yeah, but
Mm.
see, I'm just talking to you as a person who really who couldn't know about Bindu clapping. See, it was
Mm.
in my mind for the past 2 days. I told you, but I couldn't ask because it was Navratri time. So today I'm free, so I'm asking question. So I asked Baba the same time. Can you tell me, Baba, how can Bindus clap? because he ended even the Murli like that, all bindus. Because I went back to that song to see even whether Baba mentions that song, that Bindu se pyare, what song is there. So I wanted to understand that analogy which he gave there. That's why. And I also, that 16 degrees, isn't Baba mentioning it to the dadis? And also, see, Baba very clearly mentions about the other religion people. Unka bhi ek stage rehta hai. When they come down, that time only they are, even they have 16 degrees, 12 degrees, 8 degrees, and all. So it's something nice even to know each religion will be having their Sola Kala Sampuran the first time when they come down, and how the degrees reduce. To say even they have that Maryada Purushottam ki personality. Isn't that the meaning over here when Baba mentioned about the 16 celestial degrees of the other religion?
Mhm. Right. Yeah, no, you're right. Baba did mention it in the Murli as saying that, do you know how to clap as a bindu? And Baba said that just clap in your mind and everything will be ready. Baba said this so that yeah, this is something which is interesting point to maybe discuss more. And then Baba said clap of a bindu will also be heard by the elements and all the physical senses and your companions. Mhm. And maybe the Hindi translation we can listen. Maybe Baba said tali bajao bindu banke. Probably it's about creating that strong thought in the mind. Probably that's what is meant by just use your mind to create a powerful thought, and then that gets heard by that has an instant effect on the elements, on the physical senses, and everyone else. And yes, like 16 celestial degrees, every soul has its own purest state. And so in that terms, every soul, goes through their own journey, of being completely pure to then, lower degrees. But the degree of purity of us souls in the golden age is then, it's, that is different than the other souls that come later, because the soul consciousness, the purity that comes through soul consciousness, because only us souls, Brahmin souls, we have these sanskars of soul consciousness. Other souls that come from corporate onwards, because they haven't practiced this, because they haven't met Baba, and so their degree of purity, still they are pure because the soul doesn't start with the baggage, so it's pure. But then the degree of soul consciousness that we have will be different in those souls. So even though they will have their own, relative to their own stage, they will be complete. But then what we experience in the golden age is different. Yeah.
Shanti, brother, good morning.
Oh,
Baba
sure.
here naturally instills the confidence in us that we are bound to be successful in whatever we do, and that later spills on to the workplace or any other interaction with any human being. That natural confidence that comes up with Baba's statements that you are bound to be successful is something very powerful. And second thing I liked about today's Murli was Baba's method or recipe to make correct decisions. I mean, that is something people do take decisions, but out of their instinct or the compulsion. But Baba naturally tells us that we have to be double right to get the natural power to make the right decision. And when the selfishness is not mixed with decision making process, then you are able to completely devote yourself to planning, wherein the overall well-being of the plan itself is given focus upon and not the personal benefit. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Very nice. Thank you.
Saurabhai, the brother who just shared, I had a doubt. When Baba mentions about in the beginning, you used to pay a lot of attention to plans. In the same way as much attention when you become busy in your practical work. So there, Baba is speaking to blockade daughter, that is Nirmal Shanta Dadi, right?
Right.
So, the 16 celestial degrees, Baba says, right, for all other religions. So just one reflection about that is, yes, the deity souls, right? So they, Baba says, they, or each one of us has a part to play. So accordingly, we all will become complete 16 celestial degree full. Number-wise, though, but all will become full. And about the other religions, so when we look at the Kalpakta, right, there's a human world tree, the course book. So when we see that, so when the deity souls, the Sanatana Dharma souls, right, when they turn to the silver color, right, on the tree, and then we see the other religions come. So when they come, right, so they initially shown as the golden color. That's where it starts. So that means for them, it's the golden age. And then slowly we see them going towards that silver color. That means slowly their degrees also coming down. So, one thing good about the deities is when they are in the golden age, the whole world, the nature, everything is golden age. It's a new age where very less human beings. Everything is Sadhu Pradhan. But when they come and start their golden age, at the time, only they are in that full stage, not the nature, that stage. So their golden age and our golden age, there is this difference. So, yeah, I also like when Baba is saying, when our speaking, doing, and thinking are equal, right? So that's when we become complete. So that's one sign that Baba says complete. So now, though we want to become Bhaksaman, though we want to do so many, big things, or we want to stabilize ourselves in Parandam as a Bindu form, that's a thought, but how much am I able to do it practically? So that means my thinking is not equal to what I'm speaking or doing, right? That's not in harmony. That means I'm not complete. I still have to work upon myself, right? Yeah, so this is the takeaway from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice.
So Saurabhai, the Baba always mentions that Paramdam is not yet empty. Like still souls are coming down. So I was just thinking about those souls, like see, whatever time when Baba especially spoke about Samay and Swayam and the degrees. So these souls who are coming down late, so all the degrees, the 16, the 8, everything they will face in that small span of their birth when they are there in this conference age, right? Everything. So we see some souls, who are, they really shine. They are so good. I don't know about, I don't know whether I'm taking a wrong example, but I always had this feeling about Ratan Tata. When and that time when the was thing I was referring. So I was thinking maybe even he's a soul who was descended late, not as late as this, because he was 1937. But I used to think maybe he's also a soul descendant, because there are a few souls who really shine like things, and people remember them like as if goodness has gone away.
Mm.
Uh, can we take it like that?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Yeah. Right. Mhm. Right.
And in the second, I mean, the first part, right? Not the first part, I mean, when that Baba speaking to Daddy, so towards the end, Baba says, when Brahmins become very enthusiastic, right? All others are served, and therefore service, right? Oneself is serving the others. So, what does it really mean? Does it mean when we keep the real enthusiasm, we keep so enthusiastic about what we do, remembering God and doing all godly service and working on our pursha to become perfect, and then um, the world will also change. Does it mean that? Everybody
Mm.
thought.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because we are the ancestor souls, so our state of mind really has an immediate impact on the state of the world. And so when we have, zeal, enthusiasm, those vibrations instantly then reach the world as well. So in that way, our state of mind has a direct relationship with the state of the world.
So it is important for all the Brahmins to be happy then, right? Because
Mhm.
others are affected. Right?
Yeah,
When Brahmins are experiencing sorrow and unhappiness, and then they being the trunk of the tree, right? Then
yeah,
eventually the rest of the souls are affected indirectly.
right. Yeah. Mhm. So it's like a trunk as well as, the roots even like, because our state of the mind will be, in a way, we are the roots as well. And so those vibrations go into the world. And, that's why if we see like, what is Baba's ultimate aim or ultimate vision of creating so many Brahmins, so many centers across the world is to have, critical number of souls who can actually connect to him, who can spread his love, his vibrations, because only Brahmins can remember God. No one else can in the right way. And so, for God's vibrations to reach every part of the world, He needs His children. And so that's why we're all, doing the same thing. And just by us connecting to Baba allows Baba's vibrations to then reach the world.
Nice. Yeah. So we are so fortunate to bring down God's energy down to the earth and spread over
Mm.
the globe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. This Murli has been a really beautiful insight as well for this soul. When Baba mentioned about Bindu and everything, Baba said, "Do you understand the importance?" And then Baba said, "Do you feel it is easy or difficult, to be a Bindu and apply a Bindu?" And we just were having a little discussion on this, and one thing emerged. It's like, if it is not Bindu, then what it is? Then it's basically all our thoughts about the physical world are in terms of images and sounds. And so the mind is always constantly processing images, could be from the past or present, people we meet or whoever, or about the self, what, we are seeing, our, what people think about us, or all these images are there. And so this thing came up. It's like whenever a thought comes, do I first remember the scene of the drama and a person, and then do I think, oh no, he's a soul, and then playing the role? Or do I first remember that he's a Bindu, and then he has had a journey through many lifetimes, and now he's playing this part? So what comes first in the mind? What thought crosses first in the mind? Is it that of the Bindu, or is it of the role? And generally, for all of us, when we were discussing it, first thought is of the role. And then later on, we then remember, oh no, okay, this role, but then there's the soul. And then we remember the soul and the point of Gyan. But then for us to reach that point so that we are able to see what Baba is seeing, Baba doesn't see the role, Baba just sees the Bindu. Baba knows the journey of the Bindu. And then Baba's attention is on the Bindu. So what the soul needs, what the soul is, expressing. So everything that the soul, from the soul perspective. And then the role comes next. And in the same way, it's like the more we are able to imbibe this, the more this state of mind will be, easier to maintain. Like, so that we relate to one another in terms of, bindus, and then we come down to the, when we have to interact and play our parts. Then we talk about the role, but initial thought and initial connect has to be with the bindu. And so that was really nice kind of thing that emerged in our discussion.
Bijit Bhai, could we make a request? Could we ask Saurabh Bhai to give us a song given after his commentary? Because long time he has not sung on the here. He sings very beautifully. So if you could sing a nice song on this Bindu or anything of Navaratri, could we make a request, Bijit Bhai?
Um, I would I would leave it to Saurabh to decide that. Dr. Ben.
Oh, Rakhi Ben is there. I didn't see that. Sorry.
Oh, sure, Girija Ben. That's a request or a bhai. It's been long that we heard you singing in a meditation. So
Mm.
we invite you to take us through a beautiful song and a reflection through meditation.
Okay, thank you. Sure. Let's take a moment as we drop all the stories around the role and come back to the truth that we're all bindus, beings of light, who live in our home with the most beautiful bindu, and from our home the drama down below also looks like a bindu. So we're able to just be ourselves in our essence, just as a bindu. No need to go into expansion, just staying here with Baba as a point of light, as a bindu. ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। हे आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ओम शांति। Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Saurabai, when you sing, you make and you just bloom the means it's the light is on means really it's very melodious. Thank you for that.
You, Baba. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.